Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion, the tight end.
Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you block him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, 88. 26.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Cook again. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 71 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 55 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
There he goes, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to
think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's always been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Great. Crowd left Yeti.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll get this off to Swift, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Eagles 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Get 300. Get 300. 319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On first down, Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit, and as you mentioned, finding the first down on a 4th down play.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Jump out! Go to 50! Yeah, this. Back north.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Now he's loose at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll go down, brought down the 20-yard line. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quentin Williams, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Over.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field this at the 5. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick slant here to Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Rodgers throwing here. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Here's first and 10.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
They'll come up now on second down. Great. 12 yards between them and the end zone. Second and 10.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame.
Stand up. For the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I had to tell her it's not that. For the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless.